They say they wanna hear that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move it kosher. Cause if they make the wrong move it kosher. See me, they like, ooh, keep on stopping. I'm on my way up and they ain't gon' stop it. They say they wanna hear that raw shit. Coming up on my bullshit. They see me, they like, ooh, keep on stopping. I'm on my body, real niggas right beside me. Damn right, I brought my army, going up like a rocket. Can't nobody stop me. These niggas garbage, so watch your mouth, boy. Coming all black, Slytherin house, call me mouth, boy. I'm off the hip like a cowboy. I'm a king, you should bow, boy. Shorty like that, man, you cut up. Nothing I can handle. 144 in the booth, going Rambo. Niggas do you dirty like a stick in a bando. That's why I play the corner like a bum with a banjo. I'ma lead by example. Won't keep on sobbing, got this bitch off the hand, got this juice, got the drip, about to hit the bitch with the salt. It ain't rap, this is salt. Can't taste a bitch unless you with the coke. They say they wanna hear that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move it kosher. Cause if they make the wrong move it kosher.
One word, one word, one word, one word, one word.
Coming up on my
I do it how a veteran be. You better than me. I'm Reggie at the edge of the key. It's all money, no honey. Think you settling? See, you locked up, fucked up, and it's back to the streets. It's One West. You can check the residency. I reside with soldiers died on the soles of their feet. Cause it's death before designer. Ain't no coward in me. Cause I'm cold as a bitch's shoulder. You ain't calling a week. Get the cooking on this beat. Hope you like it well done. Got them killers rolling with me and they all red rum, red rum, red rum. Got you fucking scared some. Hit the banging on this beat till my fucking head numb. Black Glock, red drum, black and yellow air ones. Homie, you ain't got a vest. I suggest you wear one.
Told these niggas we was going up. Doing a lot of talking. Now these niggas ain't saying shit.
Feeling like a legend in this shit. Lil nigga, I'm past veteran. Never feeling third. Lil nigga, I'm past second. Guns, I gotta have them all like Ash Ketchum. Shotty break a nigga ribs up like his wife left him. We all stepping. Kill you with kindness cause I'm dead nice. That 5'7" put you 6 feet, not talking height. That judge giving out 5, what you do in life. These hands are rude GPS. A mean right. That's mean right. We build different, you know the vibes. And we stamped it authentic, we notarized. I keep a 144 because I know a kind. Know it's hard, you know I'm with animals when we flowing by. We back again, no cap, when I'm with cap again. Yeah, they say they want smoking, so we matching them. Everything righteous, so you know when we get back at them, you get hit up with a K, but no acronym.
They say they wanna hear that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move it kosher. Cause if they make the wrong move it kosher. See me, they like, ooh, keep on stopping. I'm on my way up and they ain't gon' stop it. They say they wanna hear that raw shit. Coming up on my
According to God, the white man is the God.
See, I've been in here for a little minute. You know what I'm saying? And I see niggas, they like to talk a lot. They like to claim leadership. They like to claim this and that. You know what I'm saying? They like to be above what they really is to have authority. But they don't really need that authority. They don't really know what to do with that leadership. You understand? You hold hands with this white ass, need to stop and ask you to give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up and serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Yeah. See, everybody ain't with all that peace talk. Everybody ain't with all that bygone beat. Boy, ass you to stop and ask you to prop. It's about to get serious. When they hit us with dope and kill us with crack, where the fuck with your leaders? I'm curious. He cashed out on your blood, traded you in and bought a new biz. Ask you the prophets, I tell you the scheme. If you don't wake up, you gon' die in your dreams. I say you won't won't tell you no more. I swear these crackers try to kill us slow. Just spoke to a nigga in Fayetteville for parole because of the COVID. It feel like the hoes in this world that don't go together. Nowhere is gold in the ghetto. I'm in the city blazing with my niggas. Just told the devil the score never settled. Yeah, see the props. So I'm tired of these niggas keep talking about, you know, you respect my religion, I respect your religion. Boy, your ass need to stop it, ass she the props. You know, like we all come together. Cause you know, they say God so loved the world. God so loved the world, and know your ass need to stop it, ass she the props. Don't give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe. You gotta stand up and serve my God. We'll pray on our knees, nigga. Yeah. Hey, gentlemen, y'all pray on our knees, nigga. Gotta stand up. You know what I'm saying? Boy, your ass need to stop it, ass shit. Oh, I'm gonna step up, I'm silent for show. To the fake niggas, stay silent, I got it, let's go, let's go. I ain't taking no losses, I ain't no talking, but we got the flow. I ain't no peace, just play with you. I'ma be loyal to the right arm. Tell them we can't keep it slave. And I can never let bygone be bygone. Got you, baby mother on high. Baby pass through the fire. Ass she the prophets, that baby so belong to the Lord. How dare you abort it? Devil will fail you, bitch, I can afford it. I prepare slaughter, you bring my water. Push your leaders weak, let them lies slip through their teeth. Their ass need to stop, their ass she the prophets.
That's just the reality, Christians. I'm sorry to hurt your feelings. I know your pastor lied to you every Sunday for 30 years, but that's what the church is for, lying. That's why it exists to lie the money out of your pockets.
Boy, your ass need to stop it, ass she the prophets. Give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up and serve my God. We'll pray on our knees, nigga. We'll pray on our knees, nigga. Gotta stand up, serve my God. We'll pray on our knees, nigga.
Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Look, I keep it loyal to the T. U.P.K, play for kings. Ain't shit sweet, got soldiers on deck, and my youngin' did a sweep. This a whole nother way. Go ahead. Tell him get the fuck off the beach. Go ahead. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us here breach. Nigga, come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us here breach. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. Go ahead. This shit is too easy. I'm on gold, but they don't believe me. You know I'm winning with the team. Screaming Vinny, V's. Need them devils screaming out bloody murder. I'm about to close the curtain. I'm on my grind, bitch, I'm working. Sorry, all them lies, it ain't working. Them niggas weak, cause they be churching. I'm a West nigga, that's for certain. When they cross the line, I'm gonna back up and I'm gonna hit his ass with his virus. When I come through 300 strong, 144 Leonidas. All my niggas we eat. I'm in this bitch with the itis. Say all y'all do the street. Tell y'all do the street. When nigga made the wrong move, he ain't make his ass out the league. He ain't one of us hit the league. He ain't one of us here preach. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas go retreat. Go ahead. I keep it loyal to the T. U.P.K play for keeps. Ain't shit sweet, got soldiers on deck, and my youngin' did a sweep. This a whole nother wave. Tell him get the fuck off the beach. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us here breach. Nigga, come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us here breach. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas gon' retreat.
You see this look that's on my face, bitch, I'm for real with it. I hit the streets, put on my cleats, was in the field with it. You soft as cotton, just an actor, Uncle Phil with it. And then my target's on the move, bitch, I can still hit it. Hey, I speak true cause it's necessary. Gullah Jack revolutionary. Cold on them like January. Commander General is a visionary. Soul food, no sweets. Your preacher man, he's sweet. Matter of fact, he weak. It's wartime, fuck peace. Think you hard, nigga, you ain't. Fuck with us, nigga, you can't. You smart cars, we tanks. We form up in ranks. We body bag this rap shit. All black, no bright shit. Real life, no cap, bitch. Fall on them, that's cap shit.
But I keep it loyal to the T. U.P.K play for keeps. Ain't shit sweet, got soldiers on deck, and my youngin' did a sweep. This a whole nother wave. Tell him get the fuck off the beach. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us here breach. Nigga, come through
through all black gully jack, man, all them niggas gon' retreat. Come through all black gully jack, man, all them niggas gon' retreat. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us, he a breach. Come through all black gully jack, man, all them niggas gon' retreat. Go ahead.
All I wanna do is run it, run it, run it, run it, run it. All I wanna do is run it. Hey, get the money, tell her run it, run it, run it, run it, run it. Ain't no problem if you want it. All my niggas 100. All I wanna do is run it, run it, run it, run it, run it. All I wanna do is run it. Hey, get the money, tell her run it, run it, run it, run it, run it. Ain't no problem if you want it. All my niggas 100. All I wanna do is run it. Ain't a fit, it's about to be a KO. Gotta build this nation, gotta stack a couple pesos. I'm about to paint a picture, gotta lay on. Already turned up, took a shot at Port Leo. Shorty say I'm the realest that she saw. I'm just trying to run it like I'm running from the law. Cause you know I gotta get it for my children. U.P.K, bitch, we in the field. Okay, I think it's time to level up. Them niggas ain't special, bro. Them niggas just regular. Me, I'm a heavyweight, trying to run in every state. Lot of soldiers, whole lot of rain. Watch me regulate. You know we taking round, plus we ain't playing round. If the nigga ain't got the heart, tell him stand down. And put your hands down. Please, somebody call the police. It's a man down. All I wanna do is run it, run it, run it, run it, run it. All I wanna do is run it. Get the money, tell her run it, run it, run it, run it, run it. Ain't no problem if you want it. All my niggas 100. All I wanna do is run it, run it, run it, run it, run it. All I wanna do is run it. Get the money, tell her run it, run it, run it, run it, run it. Ain't no problem if you want it. All my niggas 100.
All I ever did was run it. This one West, all of these ignorant fools are dummies. Get the fuck with all of that fake shit in that front. Got a heater like it's 100 bullets bouncing off of the drum like a punch. Pump my gas, smashing this rubber. Gun sound like a stutter. You knew that the bitch a hoe and you still had to go cover. Sellouts and undercovers. Don't fuck with you fag fuckers. Got shooters flanked by the double. Look up, splash brother, swoosh. Now she knowing my name while I'm stacking my change. Never package that cocaine cause I don't touch it. Swoop. Most my people gone insane, but I'm focused on making change. You a brother, so nigga, I won't fuck her. Better choose wiser. This shit look like MacGyver made these new visors. True scholars with this knowledge, yeah, my crew lava. You stuck on popping collars with your new dollars. I'm just trying to separate like I got 2 islands.
Run it, run it, run it, run it, run it. All I wanna do is run it. Get the money, tell her run it, run it, run it, run it, run it. Ain't no problem if you want it. All my niggas 100. All I wanna do is run it, run it, run it, run it, run it. All I wanna do is run it. Get the money, tell her run it, run it, run it, run it, run it. Ain't no problem if you want it. All my niggas 100. All I wanna do is run it.
First breath I took, a life too surreal. Second breath I took was the pivot and strike, finish the kill. Influenced by might, with every sentence reveal. I won't pay back, fuck a dollar bill. Remain calm as the pressure build. Die to endure until I let this pump whistle at my foes in memory of Emmett Till. I only live to do my master's will. It's U.P.K, motherfucker. Ain't no cowards on this battlefield. Gone astray but made greater. In my return, left to my mistakes. Every error was a lesson learned. Now I don't move, let's get a Won't take a step till it get confirmed. Armed and take what was made for our sakes. March like a tank. One step will make the ground shake. My people sick in their head, Lord, let this truth spread like an outbreak and bring hell at them crackers can't escape. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. I want payback for the scars in the slave memoirs. Till Christ arrive, I can't let it slide. Ignore the lies. The only free will that's before your eyes is life or death, nigga, you decide. This heaven was made for me and my fellow. I patiently wait with my eyes on the sparrow, and I pull the trigger while my lips kiss the barrel. Before I ever let a white bitch do me like Othello. I want out this wicked life like Romello. By any means, this devil pulling strings like Geppetto. Lay hold on this brotherhood, I swear I never let go. And fuck that silver spoon, got too much love for the ghetto. Till the score settle with VB, I die for the car. Just to hear them angels applaud. And I'm true about every word I say, cause I know my victory on the way. You want it? Nigga, walk this way.
This life may be hard, but I can't give up. On my nigga hard, and I won't give up. And could you tell me about this God that you feel so much? And why you look so tough? Cause it's real, I be walking with them angels, boy. This life may be hard, but I can't give up. On my nigga hard, and I won't give up. Could you tell me about this God that you feel so much? And why you look so tough? It's real, I be walking with them angels, boy, I can't be touched. Came through in the clutch. They hate but they can't doubt us. We princes of the power, what you know about us? Evil all around us, but a nigga straight, I told you I can't be touched. Holy angels walk at my base. And I'm grateful for the words that had me delivered. I'm hungry for the glory, but I ain't eating till I feed my necks. One West, what I die for. Attire out the book of numbers, this rifle from the Archangel Michael. My niggas rebels, you can't deny them. It's 144, I be running to and fro with the Allah higher. My U.P.K soldiers ain't no folding or pretending. We in it for them crowns, fuck friends, we want dominion. In the election ascension, I hope I make it through. Give a damn what a bitch think, as long as my niggas know I'm true. Betray your kind to get success. We make it through the eye of the needle, nigga. I be
This life may be hard, but I can't give up. On my nigga hard, and I won't give up. And could you tell me about this God that you feel so much? And why you look so tough? Cause it's real, I be walking with them angels, boy, I can't be touched. This life may be hard, but I can't give up. On my nigga hard, and I won't give up. Could you tell me about this God that you feel so much? And why you look so tough? Cause it's real, I be walking with them angels, boy, I can't be touched.
Good,
Check.
Y'all was just rocking down. What's good with you? Hey, man, you know, I've been bumping that motherfucking one west till they bury me, man. I just want to let you know. Listen to these other niggas, man. These niggas ain't fucking with you, bro. These motherfucking bars, you spitting that real shit you dropping. That's what niggas do in motherfucking hip hop right now. All these niggas talking about this motherfucking popping mine and getting wet. These niggas.
All right, shalom, Yahweh Shemah Shabarakatham, to the Akim, to the brothers out there watching, Yahweh Shema Alatha Bahashim Yahweh Shai, to the sisters out there watching. Once again, we're the I.S.U.P.K, start out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, operating up under command of General YAHANNA. We are not affiliated with anyone. We stand on our own because we teach the truth of the Bible and no one else does. Once again, we're in Fayetteville, North Carolina. We'll be conducting the Sabbath service. If you have any questions about anything that you see or anything that you hear during the Sabbath service, feel free to type it into the chat box and we'll respond properly and promptly as well. And with that, we're going to start the Sabbath service.
SHALAM.
Serwapanyat Akwadam, that means stand and turn face to east. We're going to do the prayers.
It's the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa. Shabbat
Shemayah. Kodash. Hayah. Shemka. Yahweh. Malatuka. Taba'ah. Watazayik. Hayah. Aisha. Baharatazah. Kawa. Hayah. Bashemayah. Latana. Lakam. Kal. Yawam. Kaslakna. Kawatina. Kaslakna. Kawabatina. Wala'ah. Tabi'ah. Wanasaya. Abor. Hawashai. Mayan, Ra, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Waha'ala, Wahatapara, Lawilamyu. Amen. We're going to do the prayers in the Hebrew and in the English. This is the Lord's Prayer in the English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our debts. We forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. So be it.
The prayer for the power. Yahweh.
Bahashim Yahushua. Babakosha. Lathananawa. Haka. Larpa'ah. Kal Madawa. Haka. Latahar. Hamatazariah. Haka. Lahakia. Hamathium. Haka. Arakawah. Atama'ala. Lagarshan. Bahashim Yahushua. The water. This is a prayer for the power in the English. Yahweh. In the name of Yahushua, please give us the power. The power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease. The power to clean the lepers. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahushua, thank you. So be it.
Prayer for the blessings. Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
YAHANNA.
Amaka'ala. Walahaya. Batazbayah. Alawapyuhan. Halawapyu. Hasaranya. Hakwazayanya. Hakoyayoli. Wakawathian. Yahweh. Bahashim Yahushua. The water. Prayer for the blessings in the English. Bless you, Yahweh, and Yahushua, and Michael, and the angels, Commander General YAHANNA, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters. Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua, thank you. So be it.
Psalm 121 in Hebrew. I.S.U.P.K,
Ayanya, Arharya, Mahayan, Yaba'ah, Azari, Ma'ayin, Yahweh, Asha, Shemaya, Warazra, Ayatah, Lamawat, Lagal, Al-Yanawam, Shamarka, Hanala'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yayashan, Shawamor, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shamarka. Yahweh. Tazalka. Ayah. Yamyaka. Yawamam.
I see it. Yawamam.
Yawamam.
Ashamash.
Ashamash.
Akayaka.
Makayaka. Rayara.
Balayala.
Balayala.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Makarad.
Makarad.
Yashamar.
Yashamar. Asnapaska.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Tada'aka.
Tada'aka.
Waba'aka.
Waba'aka.
Mayata.
Mayata.
Rab Ayalam.
Light out your lung. It's Psalms 121 in English. I will lift up my eyes unto the hills, from which cometh my help. My help cometh from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Yashala shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and even forevermore.
Psalms 83. Alahaya.
Alahaya.
Adam Yakah.
Adam Yakah.
Atakarash.
Atakarosh. Watashakwat.
YAHANNA.
Yanaha.
Wabyaka.
Hayabika.
Yahweh Yawan.
Yahweh Yawan.
Ash.
Yahash.
Al-Imaka.
Ahanika.
Ya'ar Imwa.
Ya'ar Imwa.
Sawadah.
Sawadah.
Ayatah.
Nayatah.
Tazawa.
Natazawa.
Al-Tazapanwaka.
Atazapamuka.
Marwa.
Yamarwa.
Lakawa.
Takawa.
Akakidim.
Akakidim.
Magayawa.
Magarawa.
Wala Yazakar.
Walazakar.
Sham Yasha'ala.
Sham Yashal.
Awadah.
Awadah.
Haya.
Haya.
Nayawataza.
Yarasiza.
Baba.
Baba.
Yakadwa.
Yakadwa.
Ayaka.
Dayaka.
Bariyah.
Baria.
Yakarwathwa.
Makarathwa.
Alahaya.
Alahaya.
Adawam.
Yanawam.
Wayashamai.
Wayashmat.
Alahaya.
Alahaya.
Mawa'aba.
Mawaba. Magari.
Gabal.
Habal.
Wamawan.
Wamawan.
Wamalat.
Wamalat.
Alashah.
Hayesha.
Amyashabia.
Hayeshabwa.
Tazawar.
Tazawar.
Gamashawar.
Yaabshawar.
Alawa.
Dalawa.
Imam.
Hamma.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Zarwad.
Zarwa.
Abayalawat.
The Bailawat.
Selah.
Selah.
Ashalaham.
Ashalaha.
Abadian.
Abadi.
Sasura.
Sasra.
Kayabyan.
Ayabya.
Yanakor.
Yanakor.
Washwan.
Yashua.
Shadwa.
Sharwa.
Ayandaira.
Imadaira.
Hayadaman.
Idaimat.
Adama.
Yadama.
Shatabwa.
Shayatamwa.
Narayamawa.
Ayamwa.
Kairab.
Kaira.
Kazabak.
Kazaba.
Kazabak.
Kazabak.
Called Mana'ai.
Maka Madai.
Kaunai Samwa.
Kaya Samwa.
Ashar.
Ashar.
Amwa.
Amwa.
Nairashah.
Nairashah.
Yanawa.
Yanawa.
Ah. Nayawa.
Nayawat.
Alahaya.
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 Shayatamwa.
Samatamwa.
Galgala.
Nagalgala.
Kwash.
Kagwash.
Panyaraka.
Panraka.
Ash.
Yaash.
Ira.
Tabia Ira.
Wakalaba.
Makalaba.
Alahat.
Alahat.
Arayam.
Arayam.
Kautar Datma.
Daradaradapma.
Basa Iraka.
Basa Ira.
Wabasa.
Wabasa.
Apathka.
Apathka.
Wahalam.
Alahalayam.
Wala'ah.
Walaa.
Hanyaham.
Yahaniyam.
Kalawam.
Kalawam.
Waibapashwa.
Nadapashwa.
Shumka.
Shimka.
Yahawa.
Yahawa.
Yabashwa.
Dabashwa.
Wayabalawat.
Balawat.
Wayai.
Dayai.
Wayakaparwa.
Wadapar.
Wayabadwa.
Wadabadwa.
Wayadayawa.
Idaiwa.
Hayata.
Sayada.
Shumka.
Shimka.
Yahawa.
Yahawa.
Labadka.
Yabadwa.
Ayawan.
Dayawan.
Al-Kaharataza.
Akadaratiza. It's Psalms 83 in the English. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace, and be not still. O Yahweh, for lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people. They have consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Yashala may be in no more remembrance. They have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites of Moab and the Hagarenes, Gabal and Ammon and Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Assure also is joined with them. They are hoping the children of Lot say, Lie, do unto them as unto the Midianites, and as soon to Seir, as soon to Ben, at the brook of Kason, with perish in Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Horeb, like Zahir. Yea, all their princes as Zabah and as Zamunah, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession. O Yahweh, make them like a wheel that stumble before the wind, as the fire burneth the wood, as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm, and fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high over all the earth. So, so with that, Yashab, which means be seated in the Hebrew, and we're gonna go into the ancient, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna get into the Hebrew and in the English. Hold tight.
Last week we left off at the book of Genesis, chapter 30. We're gonna pick back up. We're gonna pick back up in the Hebrew, Genesis chapter 30, verses 13 through 19. Of course, you know you read 7 verses, right? Got any questions? Feel free to type them in the chat. All right, I'm gonna start. Genesis 30 and 13. Wata amor la'a Basharya kaya Asharai nawa Banawath Watakwara'a Atha Shamwa Ashor Wayalak Wawan Wayamaya Watazayara Kapayam Wayamataza Dawadayam Bashada'a Wayaba'a Atham Al La'aha Hamawa Wathamor Wakal All Slaki La La'a Banaya La'a Laya Badawaya'a Banak Banaka Slaki Wathamor Laha Hama'a I Apa it's like it's ta. Oh, Hama'a Kwakathak Ath Ayashya Wala Kwakath Gam Ath Dawadaya Banya Wathamor Rakal Lakan Yashakab Imak Hala Yala'a Takata Dawadaya Banaka Wayaba'a Ya'ikwab Mak Maka Slaki Man Hashada'a Ba'araba Watatazawa'a Laha'a Lakwa Ra'athwa Wathamor Alaya Tabawa'a Kaya Shakar Shakarath Yaka Barawada Aya Banaya Wayashakab Ima'a Bala Laya'a, Awa'a, Wayashmai, Alahayim, Al, La'a, Wataha'ar, Wathalad, Laya'ikwa, Ban, Kamayashia, Wathamar, La'a, Nathawan, Alahayim, Shakaraya, Ashar, Bathathaya, Wapakathia, La'ayashia, Shaya, Wathakwara'a, Shamawa, Yashashakar, Watha'ar, Iwad, Laha'a, Wathalad, Ban, Shashaya, Laya'ikwa. In the English, this is the book of Genesis, chapter 30, and verse 13. And Leah, see what now? Oh, yeah. Verse 13. And Leah said, happy am I, for the daughters will call me blessed. And she called his name Ashar. 14. And Reuben went in the days of wheat harvest and found mandrakes in the field and brought them unto his mother Leah. Then Rachel said to Leah, give me, I pray thee, of thy son's mandrakes. Verse 15. And she said unto her, is it a small matter that thou hast taken my husband? And wouldest thou take away my son's mandrakes also? And Rachel said, therefore he shall lie with thee tonight for thy son's mandrakes.
Now for anybody that listening, let me ask y'all a question. What is happening right here between Rachel and Leah? You know what they're doing for war?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're making a deal with each other. These are sisters, and what they're really doing is they trying to spend some time with their husband. You understand? And the sister's offering mandrakes to the other sister and say, listen, let me kick it with him for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you this so I can spend some time with our husband. They offered each other a gift. They wasn't going back. You know, they I'm sure they had a sisterly, what we call it, a sisterly agreement,
right?
Mm-hmm. And that's what it was. She offered her sister something in return, just as offering to spend some time with her husband, even though it was both of their husbands.
Right.
Go ahead, brother.
Come. What's 15? It's
a lot that don't happen in the world.
Right.
In the world, sister, you find out a sister got another wife. I mean, it's like y'all sharing the same man. It's hell and high water. You know what I'm saying? They going at each other's throats and they just don't know how to act. Us reading these scriptures, you understand that this sister offers something to her sister just to spend some more time with her husband. And they weren't trying to go down to the magistrate. They weren't having no custody battles.
Right.
They weren't fighting for alimony or any of that. You know what I'm saying? This is how you know that the way that we do things in this empire is not of our culture, man. Go ahead, go on.
Verse 16. And Jacob came out of the field in the evening, and Leah went out to meet him and said, thou must come in unto me, for surely I have hired thee with my son's mandrakes.
Mm-hmm.
And he lay with her that night.
He said, she said, she done what?
I have hired thee with my son's mandrakes.
Right. You know what I'm saying? When she said, hey, you got a job to do. You know what I'm saying? That what a sister would say, hey, you have a job to do because I gave this up for you. Let's rock and roll. Come on.
Mm-hmm. With my son's mandrakes. And he lay with her that night. And the Most High hearkened unto Leah. And she conceived and bare Jacob the fifth son.
That's right. So this is your lineage. This is the history of Israel. This is what all you understand. That if you believe that we are the children of Israel, then you also should know and understand that Jacob had more than one wife.
Right.
Go ahead.
And 18, and Leah said, the Most High hath given me hire, because I have given my maiden to my husband.
Mm-hmm.
And she called his name Issachar.
Go ahead.
Verse 19, and Leah conceived again and bare Jacob the sixth son. Did I read that right?
Yeah, sixth son. Go.
Right. Okay, we know it back in the Hebrew. Book of Genesis chapter 30 and verse 20. Watamar la'a Zabadakaya Alahayim Athaya Zabad Tawab Hapa'ain Lazabanaya Ayashia Kaya Yaladathia Lawa Shasha'a Banayam Wathakwara Ath Shamawa Zabalawan Wa'aka'ar Yalada'a Bath Wathakwara Ath Shamaha Dayana'a Wayazakar Alahaya Ath Rakal Wayashamai Alaya Alahayim Wayapathka Ath Rakama'a Wathahar Wathalad Ban Wathamar Asa Slaki Alahayim Ath Karapathia Wathakwara Ath Shamawa Yawasap Allah Slaki Alam La'amar Yasapa Slaki Yasap Yahweh 24 Yahweh Laya Ban Akar Wayahaya Kashar Yalada Rakal Ath Yawasap Wayamar Yaiquab Al Laban Shalakanaya Walaka'a Al Makwa Maya Lawaya'a Ratazaya 26 Kana Oslaki Thanaya Ath Nashaya Wa'ath Yaladaya Ashar Abadathia Athak Bahana Slaki Walaka'a Kaya Atha'a Yada'aith Ath Abadathia Ishar Abadathayak go back up to 20 to 26. This is the book of Genesis chapter 20. Genesis chapter 30 and verse 20. And Leah said, the Most High hath endued me with a good dowry. Now will my husband dwell with me, because I have borne him 6 sons. And she called his name Zebulun. And after, right, how I spelled it here. Zebulun. And afterward she bare a daughter and called her name Dinah. And the Most High remembered Rachel, and the Most High hearkened to her and opened her womb. Rachel's lucky. And she conceived and bare a son, and said, the Most High hath taken away my reproach. And she called his name Joseph, and said, the Most High shall add to me another son. Verse 25. And it came to pass when
it's a lock. You know, this is strength too, because most sisters that you meet out there, most of them say they want a daughter, man.
Right.
Most women would prefer a girl. They had the idea, like, you know, the idea of they, you know, their children being girls. But this is a sister that said, I want some men. You understand?
Right.
Because she knew how important it was for a husband to have, you know, seed in the earth to spread their family. You understand? Go ahead.
What kind? And verse 25, and it came to pass when Rachel had borne Joseph, and Jacob said to Laban, send me away, that I may go unto mine own place and to my own country. 26. Give me my wives and my children, for whom I have served thee, and let me go, for thou knowest my service which I have done thee. All right, we started verse 27.
Right.
While more, Alayawa, Laban, Na'a, Matazaathia, Khan, Ba'ayanayak, Bashak, Bakashathia, Wayaba, Rakanaya, Yahweh, Babalaka, Wa'amor, Nakwaba'a, Shakarak, Aliyah, Wa'athinai'ah, Wa'ya'amor, Alayawa, Atha'ah, Yada'aith, Ath, Ishar, Abadath Yakah, Wa'ath, Ashar, Hayaha, Hakwanak, it's like Makwanak, Athaya, Kaya, Ma'ait, Ishar, Haya'a, Laka, Lapanaya, Wayaparataza, La Rabah, Wayabarak, Yahweh, Athak, La Raga Laya, Wa'aitha'a, Mathaya, Aisha'a, Gam, Hanakaya, Labayathia. It's 31. Wa'amor, Ma'a, Athan, Laka, Wa'amor, Ya'aikwab, La'a, Thathawan, Sake, Thathan, Laya, Ma'am, Slaki, Ma'amoma, Thashai, Laya, Arabawa, Slaki, Arabar, Waza'a, Aisha Waba'a, Ara'aya, Tazana'i, Taza Anak, Ashamar, verse 32. Ibara, Ibar, Bakal, Taza Anak, Hayawam, Hasar, Shama, Slaki, Masham, Cow, Sha'ah, Naquad. What's like it? Wata Lawa'ah, Wakal, Sha'ah, Kawam, Bakashabayam, Lata Lawa'ah, Wanaquad, Ba'azayam, Wahaya, Shakaraya, 33. Wa'anatha, Baya, Tazadak Thaya, Bayawam, Makor, Kaya, Dabawa'a, Al, Shakaraya, Lapanyak, Kal, Ashar, Ayananawa, Naquad, Latalawa'a, Ba'azayam, Wakwawam, Bakashabayam, Ganawab, Hawa'a, Aisha'ah, it's like Athia. It's the book of Genesis chapter 30, verse 27. And Laban said unto him, I pray thee, if I have found favor in thine eyes, tarry, for I have learned by experience that the Most High hath blessed me for thy sake. And he said, appoint me thy wages, and I will give it. And he said unto him, thou knowest how I have served thee, and how thy cattle was with me. For it was little which thou hast before I came, and it is now increased unto a multitude, and the Most High hath blessed thee since my coming. And now when shall I provide for mine own house also?
And this is what Jacob is telling Laban. Hey, look, Laban tried to give him that sweet talk first, like, yeah, man, it's a blessing to have you here, and what you done, man. I really appreciate you. And Jacob was like, that's cool and all, but before I got here, you know what I'm saying, then got with your daughters, like so you was doing okay, but I've increased that. And I've increased that because the Spirit of the Lord has been with me. The Spirit of the Lord has been with you and I both. You know what I'm saying? You have benefited from me being here. And guess what else? Your daughters have benefited from me being here as well.
Right. You
have grandsons. We're going to continue on with your name, with the blessing of the Lord, and we'll continue to grow this family. You understand? So this is an agreement between men. This is how men talk. You got me, I got you. Let's make a deal. May the Lord be with us.
That's right.
You understand? Go ahead.
Come. Verse 31. And he said, what shall I give thee? And Jacob said, thou shalt not give me anything.
Right.
If thou wilt do this thing for me, I will again feed and keep thy flock. Verse 32. I will pass through all thy flock today, removing from thence all the speckled and spotted cattle, and all the brown cattle among the sheep, and the spotted and speckled among the goats, and of such shall be my hire. Verse 33.
So once again, I'm gonna, even in agriculture, if you know anything about agriculture, it's always a great thing to have anytime you're doing livestock, it's considered to be like a, I don't even know what's the word for it, Kawhi. Like the best of the best would be solid colors, if I may.
Right,
you understand? Right. And what he's saying, well, you keep that cattle that are solid. You keep the sheep that are solid, and I'll take the ones that people look down upon. Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna encourage you to keep what you have, and we just split it down the middle without anything. You know what I'm saying? We'll just rock and roll like that. And that's just basic, agriculture. That's how we did things. That's just basic trade. because you know, I don't necessarily want anything from you because you giving me an opportunity. You understand? You giving me an opportunity to have your daughters and to also increase your stock. So what you giving me is I'm too out with that. But this is what I will take though. You understand? Go ahead.
Come, verse 33. So shall my righteousness answer for me in time to come, when it shall come for my hire before thy face.
Right. Go ahead.
Everyone that is not speckled and spotted among the goats and brown among the sheep, that shall be counted stolen with me. Verse 34 in the Hebrew. Wayamar, Laban, Hannah, Lawa, Yahaya, Karabarak, Wayasar, Bayawam, Hahawa'a, Ath, Hathayashayam, Hakwayadayam, Waha Tahayam, Wa'ath, Kal, Ha'azayam, Hanakwa Dawath, Wahatalayath, Kal, Ashar, Laban, Bawa, Wakal, it's like Wakal, Kawam, Bakashabayam, Wayathan, Bayad, Bakayawa, it's like Banayawa, Wayasham, Darak, Shalashath, Yamayam. Ooh, it's lucky. Yeah, we in verse. Okay, Con. Yes. Yamayam. Bayanawa. Wabayan. Ya'aikwab. Waya'aikwab. Ra'aiha. Ath. Taza'an. Laban. Hanawathra. Wayakwak. Lawa. Ya'aikwab. Makwala. Labanaya. Laka. Walawaza. It's like it Walawaz. Wayamaran. Wayapatazal. Bahan. Patazalawath. Labanawath. Makashat. Halaban. Ashar. Al. Hamakwalawath. Wa'atazag. Ath. Amakwalawath. Ashar. Patazal. Bara'atayam. Bashakwath. Wath. Hamayam. Ashar. Tabawan. Hataza'an. Lashathwa. Lashawath. Lanaka. Hatazawan. Wayakamana'a. Baba'an. Lashawath. Lashathawath. 30, we're gonna stop it. I started 33. I started okay, 34 through 40. All right. Watha Kamawa. Hataza'an, Al, Hamakwalawath, Wathaladan, Hataza'am. Slacky. I'm in verse 39, right? No, I'll keep my eyes. I'm sorry, brother. I might need to get this damn thing here. I'm starting to blur up a little bit. That's too much. Where we at? Verse 39. I'm at 39, right? Oh, okay. Aquadayam. Aquadayam, Slaki. Watalayam. Verse 40. Okay. Well, I gotta read 40. Yeah. Wa Kwashabayam. Haparayad. Ya'ikwab. Wa Yathawan. Panayah. Hataza'an. Al. Iquad. Wa Ka'al. Kawam. Bataza'an. La Kawan. Wa Yashath. Lawa. Adarayam. La Kadawa. Wala'a. I.S.U.P.K. Slaki. Shatham. Al. Taza'awan. Laban. That's 40. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 30, verse 34. And Laban said, behold, I would it might be according to thy word. And he removed that day the he goats that were ring streaked and spotted, and all the she goats that were speckled and spotted, and every one that had some white in it.
Laban said, I agreed. And they went on as the agreed upon what him and Jacob said. He said the what? The goats, ring goat and spotted. Once again, that's what I'm talking about. This is agriculture. This is how they separated the livestock. Go ahead.
And all the brown among the sheep, and gave them into the hand of his sons. And he set 3 days' journey betwixt himself and Jacob. And Jacob fed the rest of Laban's flocks.
Go ahead.
37. And Jacob took him rods of green poplar and of the hazel and chestnut tree, and piled white strakes in them, and made the white appear which was in the rods. Verse 38. And he set the rods which he had piled before the flocks and the gutters, the watering troughs, when the flocks came to drink, that they should conceive when they came to drink.
Now, in this agreement that he made, not only did he separate and do it in a righteous manner, he also made sure that both flocks were taken care of. You know what I'm saying? He still was a brother, you know what I'm saying, to Laban in the agreement. Go ahead.
Okay.
And once again, this is how you know that we today, you look at the nation of Israel, how many black farmers do we know? Like can you turn to your left or right and say anything to black farmers? You know what I'm saying? We don't have that type of agriculture. Yeah, we work the fields, you know what I'm saying? The Hispanic tribes and, you know what I'm saying, the native people is there. Our people work these fields, but guess what? We don't receive any of the benefits from these fields, man. We don't receive any of the benefits. This is how you know we're so far removed from our culture and us being independent and us being able to take care of ourselves.
Right.
And this empire, you're not allowed to do that. Anything that you do for our oppressor, he directly benefits from it. He does. You understand? So in this day and time, you're looking at an agreement between two men that make sure that their generations will be taken care of.
Right.
So this is how you know we have to get back to gathering ourselves together, like thus says the Lord. We continue down this road. These things that you think you own, all this this wealth gap filling and all this breaking all these generational curses, but we don't understand as a nation of people. It don't start with money, Kawal.
Right.
Money is not the only thing that breaks generational curses. Obedience is what breaks generational curses. You understand? Sacrifices of the things that you may want breaks those generational curses. And doing what thus says the Lord first. All right, go ahead.
Okay, verse 39. And the flocks conceived before the rods and brought forth cattle, ring straight, speckled and spotted. Verse 40. And Jacob did separate the lambs and set the faces of the flocks toward the ring straight and all the brown in the flock of Laban. And he put his own flocks by themselves and put them not unto Laban's cattle. All right. We'll start at verse 41. It's the book of Genesis, chapter 30, verse 41. YAHANNA, Yakam, Taza'an, Hamakwashwarath, Washam, Ya'ikwab, Ath, Hamakwalawath, La'ai Yanaya, Hataza'an, Bara'atayam, Layakam Naya Naha, Bamakwalawath, Wabaya I to Ataza'an, La'a, Yashayam, Yahweh, Watapayam, Lalaban, Wakwash, Rayam, Laya Iqua, Laya Parataza, Ahayash, Ma'ad, Wayahaya, Lawa, Taza'an, Rabawath, Washapa Kawath, Wayabadyam, Wagamalayam, Wakamarayam. Book of Genesis, chapter 31 and 1. Wayashamai, Ath, Debaraya, Banaya, Laban, La'amor, Lakathqua, Ya'iqab, Ath, Cal, Ashar, La'aba, Yanawa, Wamashor, Lahabanawa, Bayanwa, Asha'a, Ath, Cal, Hakabad, Haza'ah. Stop at verse 4. Waya Ra'ah, Ya'iqab, Ath, Panayah, Laban, Wana'ah, Yananawa, Amar, Katamawal, Shalashwam, Wayamar, Yahweh, Al, Ya'iqab, Shawab, Al, Aharatazah, Abawathyak, Walama, Waladafia, Waladafka, Wahayaha, I.M.A.K, verse 4. Washalak, I.Q.A, Wayakwara'a, Lara Call, Walala Aha, Hashada'a, Al, Taza'anawa. It's the book of Genesis, chapter 31.
Then once again, y'all gotta remember this was an agreement. And being that Jacob who he was, you gotta know like Laban was slick with Rachel and Leah. Right, y'all remember the story between Rachel and Leah, and how you know what I'm saying he kind of told Jacob, "Hey, listen, yeah, you married the older sister first." You understand? So once again, this is a cattle agreement. This is about livestock. You also got to understand that Jacob knew how to handle livestock. He knew exactly what he was doing, and what he was saying. Well, I'm going to separate. Remember this was the agreement that they made, Kawal. I'm going to separate these animals based on this thing. And Laban said, "Con," you know what I'm saying? But guess what Laban didn't take into account for? That Jacob knew what he was doing. He knew exactly what to give these give the livestock to throw off or whatever. It's just like mating, you understand? He knew exactly what to do to get what he wanted out of the livestock. But Laban had agreed to it. Right?
Right.
So go ahead.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 30 and verse 41 in English. And it came to pass, whensoever the stronger cattle did conceive.
They did what? The who?
Did conceive.
The stronger cattle that did receive. Once again, remember the agreement that was made first. So the stronger cattle did conceive. Go ahead.
That Jacob laid the rods before the eyes of the cattle in the gutters, that they might conceive among the rods.
Go ahead.
But when the cattle were feeble, he put them not in. So the feeble were Laban's, and the stronger Jacob's,
and
the stronger Jacob's.
And see, once again, y'all remember the agreement, right? But what was the stronger cattle and what was the feeble cattle? Read on.
Verse 43. And the man increased exceedingly, and had much cattle, and maid servants, and men servants, and camels, and asses.
Go ahead.
Genesis 31 and 1. And he heard that the word of Laban's sons, saying, Jacob hath taken away all that was our father's.
Now, why they saying this? Now, wait a minute. Laban, you made the agreement. This is what you said. Why your son's tripping, man? Because Laban thought he was getting, Laban thought he was getting the best of the best.
Right.
He thought that he was getting, the stronger cattle and all this stuff like that. But he got what he wanted.
Right.
But his sons began to complain because they began to see Jacob really, being increased by the hands of the Lord. Read on.
Come. And of that which was our father's hath he gotten all his glory. Verse 2.
Go ahead.
And Jacob beheld the countenance of Laban, and behold, it was not toward him as before.
It was what?
Not toward him as before.
Before when? Before when they first made the deal, right, Kawal?
Right.
When they first made the deal, Laban was like, yeah, I got it. Yeah, I got him again. You know what I'm saying? I got him out of 14 years. I got him again. I got the best cattle. But now Jacob, he looked at him again and said, wait a minute. You don't look quite the same.
Right.
You don't like how this deal ended up at all. You know what I'm saying? This Israel once again.
Right.
This us. You know what I'm saying? That's how we do. It's almost like if you shooting dice. The brother shooting dice, he first time out the door, he bucking. But he first taking that L and people start side betting and he started losing. Well, he don't look the same.
Right.
Are you feeling okay? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Laban was sick. But go ahead, Salaki.
Two officer. Salaki. And Jacob, verse 3. And the Most High said unto Jacob, return unto thy land of thy fathers and to thy kindred, and I will be with thee. Verse 4. And Jacob sent and called Rachel and Leah to the field unto his flock. All right, this is the book of Genesis chapter 31 and verse 5. We're gonna stop at 11. Yep. Amar, Lahana, Slaki, Ra'ah, Anakaya, Ath, Panaya, Abayakar, it's like Abayakan, Kaya, Ayananawa, Alaya, Kathamal, it's like Kathamala, Shalasha, Wa Alahaya, Abaya, Hayaha, Amadaya, Wathnaha, Hada Ithan, it's like Hada Ithian, Kaya, Bakal, Kakaya, Abadathia, Ath, Abayakan, Wa'abayakan, Hathor, Baya, Wahakalat, Ath, Mashakarathia, Asharath, Manayam, Wala'ah, Nathanawa, Alahayam, Lahara'ai, Amadaya, Kaha, Ya'amor, Nakwadayam, Yahaya, it's like it. Shakarak, Wayadalawa, Call, Hatazaan, Nakwadayam, Wa'am, Ka'a, Ya'amor, Akwadayam, Yaha, Shabarak, Wayadalawa, Cow, Atazawan, Akwadayam. Stop at verse 11, okay. Wayatazal, Alahayam, Ath, Wamakwana'ah, Abayakam, Wathan, Slake, Laya, Wayahaya, Ba'aith, Yakam, Hataza'an, Washa, Ayanaya, Ayanya, Wa'ra'ah, Bakalawam, YAHANNA, Ha'athayam, it's like it. Ha'athayam, Ha'alayam, Hataza'an, Akwadayam, Nakwadayam, Waparadium, verse 11. Wayamor, Alaya, Mala'ak, Hathalayam, Bathalawam, Ya'aikwab, Wa'amor, Hananaya. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 31, and verse 5.
Go ahead.
And said unto them, I see your father's countenance, that it is not toward me as before.
Now y'all remember up in the earlier, like he called for Rachel and Leah to come out of the field and attend to the flocks. And he's going to explain to them, like, you know, being the husband, you know, of wives. He's going to sit down and explain to them, you know, This is what is going on, so there ain't no surprises, if I may.
Right.
Go ahead.
Uh-huh. But the Most High of my father hath been with me.
But the who?
The Most High of my father hath been with me.
Now he's saying like, hey, I seen that your father countenance towards me has changed. And what he really, but who what? But the Most High is with him. You understand? So this is for anybody that may be struggling that, you know, when you come into this truth, and you got to remember, like, people your whole life you've been lied to. And you done bought into things and been tricked and fooled about everything that you've been taught in the world. But you got to understand that when the Most High is with you, the Most High is with you. It doesn't matter who changes their countenance towards you, who changed their attitude towards you. And this is what Jacob is letting his wives know. Hey, look, your daddy, he may be a little pissed off, but guess what? The Father is with me, right? Go ahead, Kawan.
On count verse 6. Mm-hmm. And ye know that with all my power.
And you do what?
And ye know.
Now, y'all know I done serve your daddy with all my power. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
With all my power, I have served your father.
Go ahead.
And your father hath deceived me and changed my wages 10 times.
And you know your dad ain't been right with me. Your dad have been tripping ever since I met y'all. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. He telling his wives this. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
But the Most High suffered him not to hurt me.
But the Lord allowed him to not hurt me. You understand? Even though he changed my wages, the Lord was still what? With me. Go ahead.
God. If he said thus, the speckled shall be thy wages, then all the cattle bear speckled.
There you go.
And if he said, thus the ring straight shall be thine hire, then bear all the cattle ring straight.
That's what he said he wanted, right? Go ahead.
Verse 9. Thus the most High have taken away the cattle of your father and given them to me.
Now, did Jacob do it? Who did it?
To the Most High.
The Most High did it. The Most High did it. So this I hope this encourages, if you're out there dealing, making agreements, do it righteously. Don't do it to try to get over on somebody. Don't do it to try to hurt people with a negative intent. You know what I'm saying? Because the Lord gonna make it right regardless. The Most High is, if you doing what you're supposed to do, guess what? The Lord gonna make it right. If you feel like somebody trying to get over on you or do anything, guess what? This is what Jacob realized. And this is what he was telling his wife. You know your dad ain't been right with me, right? He done got over on me 10 times. He got over me over on y'all. You know what I'm saying? And he got over on me 10 times.
Right.
And his son's upset with me as well. You know I ain't done that to this man. But God is with me.
That's right.
And because the Lord is with me, he's taking away the thing that your father agreed upon and he thought he was going to get the best of, and the Lord has given them to me. Read on.
Okay. Verse 10. Yep. And it came to the book of Genesis chapter 31 and verse 10.
Go ahead.
And it came to pass at the time that the cattle conceived, that I lifted up mine eyes and saw in a dream, and behold, the rams which leaped upon the cattle were ring straight, speckled, and grizzled.
Yeah. These are different types of I guess I don't know what you would call it, like the fur. Probably, you know what I'm saying? I don't know I don't even know the I guess the real name of it, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like this cattle, this livestock had different speckles on it. These are the different types of speckles. They weren't solid, if I may. They were opposite of solid. How about that? You know, is that good enough?
Right.
Most High Christ. All right, go ahead.
Verse 11. And the angel of the Most High spake unto me in a dream, saying, Jacob. And I said, here am I. Verse, okay, yep. This is the book of Genesis chapter 31 and verse 12. In Hebrew, Wa'amar Sha'ah Na'ah Anayak Nayaka Aha Cow I-Dayam Ha'alayam Ow Hataza'an Aquadayam Nakwadayam Wabawanayam Kaya Wa'ayathia Ath Cow Ashar Laban Aisha'ah Laka, Anakaya, Ha'al, how's like it? Ha'al, Bayath, Al, Ashar, Mashakath, Sham, Matazabaya, Ba'a, Ashar, Nadarath, Laya, Sham, Nadara, Itha'a, Quawam, Taza'a, Man, Ha'arataza, Haza'ath, Washawab, Al, Ha'arataza, Mawaladathka, the Ka, Watha'an, Rakal, Walaha'a, Watha'amar Na'a, Lawa, Ha'awad, Lanawa, Kalakwa, Wana Kala'a, Babayatha, Abayanawa, 15, Alawa'a, Nakarayathwa, Nakarayath, Nakarayawath, Nakashabanawa, Lawa, Kaya, Makanaraya Nawa, Wayakal, Gam, Akawal, Ath, Kasapanawa, Kaya, Kal, Ha'ashar, Ashar, Hatazayal, Alahayam, Ma'abanayawa, Lanawa, Awa'a, Walabanaya Nawa, Wa'itha'a, Kal, Ishar, Imar, Alahayam, Alayak, Isha'a, Wayaquam, Yaiquab, Wayasha'a, Ath, Banayawa, Wa'ath, Nashathwa, Al, Agamalayam, Wayanaga, Wayanag, Ath, Kal, Makwana Awa, Wa'ath, Kal, Rakashwa, Ashar, Rakash, Makwana Kwanayawa, Ashar, Rakash, Papadan, Aram, Labawa, Al, Ya'aiqua, Abayawa, Arataza'a, Kana'ain. That's Kana'ain. This is the book of Genesis chapter 31 and verse 12. And he said, lift up now thine eyes and see.
Now remember, this is a dream that that Jacob is having right now. And the angel is speaking to Jacob in his dream. Go ahead.
All the rams which leap upon the cattle are ring straight, speckled, and grizzled. For I have seen all that Laban doeth unto thee.
He said, what?
I have seen all that Laban doeth unto thee.
What is happening is he's telling Jacob, like, the ram that you seen in the dream, it was the change in the color of the flock that, you know what I'm saying, that took upon this that jumped on this livestock. You understand? It was that way he could break down and understand what his dream was. And he also saying everything that he done to him, guess what? these things happen because I seen what Laban done to you. Once again, you got to remember, like the Lord is that we serve is a just God. You understand? And that's why the oppressor is going to get what he has coming to him. Because guess what? The Lord has seen what he's done to the children of Israel. For people that out there listening, if you're Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, you have to know if you've been wrong, it don't do you no good to contend back and forth with people, man. You understand? You speak your piece. You let her, hey, listen, you know, in the I.S.U.P.K, we don't do that. You know what I'm saying? You go to your brother and your brother alone. You deal with your issue. Your brother don't hear you. Then y'all go to council. And after that, we squash it. Let it be. Because you see what happened to Laban right here, right? Now we ask that you take on the council and you know what I'm saying, lock into the council for his judgment. Or the Lord just might deal with you the same way he dealing with Laban. The thing that you think you're going to get glory in, the Lord may just take it from you. All right, go ahead.
Khan, doeth unto thee. Verse 13. I am the Most High of Bethel, where thou anointest the pillar, and where thou vowedest a vow unto me. Now arise, get thee out from this land, and return unto the land of thy kindred.
Go back to your folks, man, to your career, to your peoples, right? You done what you're supposed to do, and get up out of there. Go ahead.
Verse 14. And Rachel and Leah answered and said unto him, is there yet a portion of inheritance for us in our father's house?
Do we get anything? These are women, you understand? Not knowing that, guess what? My husband has already received a lot of benefits from this deal they made with their father. You straight. You were the man that got everything that y'all need. What you talking about? But go ahead.
Verse 15. Are we not counted of him strangers? For he hath sold us and have quite devoured also our money. Verse 16. For all the riches which the Most High have taken from our father, that is ours.
Hold on, who took their riches?
The Most High have taken.
The Most High took their father's riches. You gotta remember, Laban was he was greedy, man. You know what I'm saying? He was a greedy guy. Yet instead the Lord did what? Come on.
Taken from our father, that is Slacket. For all the riches which the Most High have taken from our father, that is ours, and our children's. Now then, whatsoever the Most High hath said unto thee, do.
Go ahead.
Verse 17. Then Jacob rose up and set his sons and wives upon camels. Verse 18.
Now you got to remember, even though they saying this, you know what they said though? Now that even though we realize this, now whatever your God says, whatever the Most High said, we gonna do it, and you do it too. They were just pointing out, hey man, we ain't got nothing else to lose. Everything that we had is gone anyway.
Right.
So we're gonna follow the Most High. Go ahead.
Right. Verse 18. Oh, yep. Yeah.
17.
We were at 17. Verse 17. And Jacob rose up and set his sons and wives upon camels.
His what, Kawal?
And his sons.
His sons.
And his wives.
And his what?
Upon camels. His wives.
His wives. Plural.
That's right.
It's not singular. It says sons and wives. Once again, if you know that you're an Israelite, according to these scriptures, that the so-called Black, Hispanic, Native Indians, this is where it began at right here. Even if you call yourself Judah, you gotta know that the Lord is with you having more than one wife and sons. And if somebody had done you wrong, then guess what? The Lord gonna write that. Read on.
Verse 18. And he carried away all his cattle.
Some of his cattle.
All his cattle.
Go ahead.
And all his goods.
And what?
All his goods.
Go ahead.
Which he had gotten, the cattle of his getting, which he had gotten in Padanaram, for to go to Isaac his father in the land of Canaan.
It's time to go home. And with that, that's it on there. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and finish up with this Sabbath service, get into the prayers. Baba Kusha. So what Yakwadam, Salaki, I'm Salaki. Stand. Men of Israel, gird up thy loin and prepare to salute the Torah. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shabrak Yah. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shabrak Yah. All right, so what Payakwadam, that means stand and turn face towards the east. Gonna do the prayers.
This is the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. Abanawa,
Abanawa,
Shabbat
Shemaiah,
Kodash,
Hayah,
Shemka,
Shemka,
Yahweh,
Latuka,
Taba'ah,
Taba'ah,
Ratazayah,
Hayah,
Aisha,
Asha,
Baharatazah,
Kawa,
Hayah,
Bashemaiah, Thundernow,
Slakia, Lakam,
Cow, Yawam, Waslak now, Kawat now, Kaslak now, Kawati now, Wala'ah, Tabiyah now, Manasaya 1, Habal, Hawashai now, Mayan, Rad, Kaya, Laka, Hamalaka, Waha'ala, Watapara, Lawalam, Aman. What we're saying is the Lord's Prayer. We're going to say the Lord's Prayer in English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our debts. We forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. So be it.
Prayer for the power. Yahweh. Ba'ashim Yahushai.
Baba Kusha. Thundernow. Aka. La'pa'ah.
Kal Maka'ala.
Kal Madawa. Haka. Latahar. Hamatazariah. Lahakia. Amathia. Haka. Al-Kawa. Atamala. Lagarashan. Ba'ashim Yahushai. Tawaraman. Prayer for the power in English. Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shai. Please give us the power. The power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease. The power to cleanse the lepers. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you. So be it.
Yeah, give me two. You say it right though. Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Why
Yahweh. Why Maka'ala.
Walahaya.
Matazbayah. Halawap Yahan. Halawap Hasaranya. Hakwazayanya. Why Kawoli. Why Kawati. Yahweh. Ba'ashim Yahushai. The water Amen. This is prayer for the blessings in the Hebrew and in the English. Bless you, Yahweh, and Yahweh Shai, and Michael, and the angels. Commanding Junior YAHANNA, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you. So be it.
This is Psalms 121. I.S.U.P.K,
I.S.U.P.K,
Aharya,
Mahayan,
Yaba'ah,
Azariah, Ma'ayin, Yahweh, Asha, Shemayam, Raratza, Ayathan, Lamawat, Lagarka, Al-Yanawam, Hamarka, Anala, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yayashan, Shamara, Yasha'ala, Yahweh.
Shamarka,
Yahweh, Zalka, Ayah, Yamyaka, Yawamah, Ashamash, Lahaya, Wayarak, Balayala, Yahweh, Hashamash.
Oh, it's like I read that.
Yashamarka, Makarai, Yashamar, Ashnapashka, Yahweh.
Yashamar,
Tataka, Wabaka, Mayata, Light out with your love. This is Psalms 121 in English. I will lift up my eyes into the hills, from which cometh my help. My help coming from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Yashala shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in for this time forth and even forevermore.
Psalms 83. Alahaya.
Alahaya.
Adamalaka.
Atamalaka.
Altakarash.
Atakarash.
Altashakwat.
Altashakwat.
Yahanna.
Kahana.
Wabyaka.
Yabika.
Yahweh Yawan.
Yahweh Yawan.
Ash. Almaka.
Anika.
Yaramwa.
Yamwa.
Sawada.
Sawada.
Wayata.
Wayata.
Atazawa.
Atazawa.
Altazapamwaka.
Atazapamwa.
Amarwa.
Arwa.
Lakawa.
Lakawa.
Hakakino.
Hakaki.
Lakawaya'a.
Maharawa.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
Kazakar.
Kazawa.
Shamya Sha'ala.
Shamya Sha'ala.
Sawada.
Sawada.
Kaya.
Laya.
Atazawa.
Atazawa.
Laba.
Laba.
Yakadwa.
Akadwa.
Ayaka.
Ayaka.
Arya.
Arya.
Akarwathu.
Arwath.
Alahaya.
Walhaya.
Anawam.
Anawam.
Wayashima.
Yaya Shema.
Alahaya.
Alahaya.
Mawa'aba.
Mawa'aba.
Hagaria.
Gagaria.
Ball.
Abal.
Wamawan.
Amawan.
Wamalak.
Namalak.
Halashah.
Kawashah.
Amishabya.
Amishabu.
Tazawar.
Tazawar.
Yamashawar.
Yamashawar.
Yalawa.
Yalawat.
Imam.
Amam.
Ayawa.
Ayawa.
Zarawat.
Zarawat.
Abanyalawat.
Labanilawat.
Selah.
Selah.
Ashalaham.
Ashalaham.
Amanya.
Yamani.
Sasara.
Yasharai.
Kayabya.
Kayabya.
Wanakar.
Wayakal.
Washwan.
Yayashwan.
Shatmawa.
Shamwa.
Andayara.
Adara.
Hayado. Haslaki. Hayawa.
Hadawa.
Daman.
Dama.
Adama.
Yadama.
Shayathumwa.
Shawathumwa.
Darayamba.
Nailaba.
Karab.
Marka.
Wakazabak.
Bakazabak.
Wakazabak.
Bakazabak.
Wakazatal.
Bakazawar.
Bala'ai.
Bala'ai.
Kanai somewhat.
Kainai somewhat.
Ashar.
Ashar.
Amara.
Tara.
Nayarasha.
Tayarasha.
Anawa.
Lalawa.
Ah. Nawa.
Tarat.
Alahaya.
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 Mahaya.
Shayathumwa.
Shawathumwa.
Gagala.
Bagalaga.
Wash.
Kawash.
Payaraka.
Kain Loka.
Ash.
Baash.
Tabi Ari Ira.
Tabi Ira.
Wakalaba.
Kalaba.
Alahat.
Alahat.
Harayam.
Harayam.
Kamtar Datma.
Ardawadam.
Irika.
That's Irika.
Basa.
Arisa.
Pathka.
Rapatka.
Tabahalam.
Tabahalam.
Mala'ah.
Mala'ah.
Panyaham.
Panyaham.
Palawan.
Palawan.
Wayabakwashwa.
Yajakwashwa.
Shimka.
Shimka.
Yahawa.
Yahweh.
Yabashwa.
Yabashwa.
Wayabalawa.
Balawa.
Adi'ai.
Adi'ai.
Wayakapara.
Badpara.
Wayabanawa.
Wadawama.
Wayadayawa.
Dara.
Wayatha.
Ayata.
Shimka.
Shimka.
Yahawa.
Yahweh.
Badka.
Badu.
Ayawan.
Ayawan.
Aharataza.
Ayatarataza. Psalms 83 in the English. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult. They have hate. They that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people. They have consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Yashala may be in no more remembrance. They have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites of Moabs and the Hagarenes, Gabal and Ammon and Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Assure also is joined with them. They are hoping the children of Lai. Say lie. Do unto them as unto the Midianite, as Paris, Shalakia, as to Sisir, as to Jabin, as the brook of Kason, at Paris the Endor, that came as dung for the earth, make their nobles like Horeb and like Zaire, yea, all their princes, as Abah and as Amunah, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession. O Yahweh, make them like a wheel, and stumble before the wind, as the fires burneth the wood, as the flames set the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high over all the earth. Saw it?
All right, men of Israel, we'll give one courtesy to the teacher. Men of Israel, Madam Shabbat, Amadium, Barak, Yahweh Shimi Al-Shabakatah, YAHANNA, class dismissed.